Welcome everybody to another episode of Books and Betches, not to be confused with Books and. I'm Kristen, and with me I have. That's Erica
and Maria. Hi.
All right, on to part 2. If you're with us last week, are you splitting this up? Do we think we split this up week after week? Okay. If you're with us last week, you will remember or recall that we were taking Instagram suggestions for topics. So we're just basically
and we're doing a little bit of rapid fire stuff from what we've seen. But not a medium tempo fire.
If this is your first time listening to Books and Betches, highly suggest you back out of this one. Go to a different one.
No, you don't have to. We're just talking.
It's just a weird spot to join us, right?
To not know us and listen to us talk about our preferences.
Like if you've never heard us before.
But not because it's going to be weird.
No. We've just been in context wise. You're not going to know us.
Yeah. Or if you want to start with part 1, you're more than welcome to. If not, we'll kick it off here. Let's go.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Let's talk about fanfic.
Ooh, fan fiction.
The fanfic hype. Not every book or story needs a spin-off fanfic.
Okay. Fanfic in the form of actual like fans writing their own fiction, or do we mean like how some authors create fan fictions of some of our favorite books without blatantly saying so, like 50 Shades of Grey or what's that other one?
Layers like an onion.
What's the other one?
Ooh, I think they're talking about like fanfic, like Harry Potter type stuff.
After's a fanfic. Yeah. So that's tough because as someone who consumed fanfic as a young one.
Did you?
I did.
On what platform?
Fanfiction.net.
Shut the fuck up. Is that real?
Yes, it was real. I wasn't part of Wattpad. I never knew what Wattpad was until like after the fact. Or AO3. AO3 is the one I think people write on the most. Yeah.
What is it?
AO3 is what it's called.
Okay.
I don't know what it stands for. But for me and when I grew up, it was fanfiction.net. And I think it's fine. I think it's one of those things like if it's not what you want, don't look for it.
True.
I don't think about fan fiction.
I rarely think about it.
It's not even something that crosses my mind to read. I forget about it. I
wouldn't know where to find it.
Fanfiction.
Well, yeah, no.
I don't know how to Goodreads makes it easy for me to figure out if a book is good or not. I don't know how to navigate other things. I have a hard time with Reddit.
Same.
So like
I don't even
literally
touch Reddit.
Same.
Reddit.
I'm so glad you said that.
Oh my God, Reddit gives me so much anxiety. I cannot handle Reddit.
People tell me about like all the drama in Reddit, and I'm like, I can't even find answers to questions.
Okay,
for how to fix my washer.
Is there a question like where is book Twitter? I don't know because I
don't fucking know where anything is.
I used it when I was on my anxiety medication, and I found like I don't know what they're called. Thread.
I don't know.
It's like
a subreddit. A subreddit.
Yeah.
Yes, of the name of the medication, and I would like see like people posting stuff. I was like, okay, this is literally what do you call it? Not like community, but like it's just like a forum. It's a forum.
Quora makes me confused too.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was a forum for people to like ask and answer questions. But like, is that? I don't understand it outside of that. I'm like, okay, this is a place where people can like.
But there's like
threads.
subreddits about like talking about things and like the AMAs and like all.
Nope.
I don't.
Garrett will sometimes send us stuff on Reddit, and I'm
Garrett
just like,
is an avid user of Reddit. I believe I can't.
I don't even know how to.
Mike uses it too.
John uses it. I don't get it.
You know what? I think I missed that ballpark. I missed that train.
I think
I can't get back on it
for whatever reason.
It's Dauntless. I didn't make it.
Yeah, fanfic is on that island with Reddits and like other book Twitter. Like there are just some things for me that I will never be able to do because I don't think about it, or 2 like don't understand how to use it.
Here's the thing about fan
Navigate
fiction.
it.
I don't get it. And I'm not saying this in like a boomer, like I just don't get why you kids are doing that. I don't understand it in the sense that like, and we've talked about this before, if you're writing a fan fiction, like let's say After, and you're saying that it's based off of Harry Styles, but it has nothing to do with that thing. How is that a fan fiction?
But like a lot of them are like Harry Potter, right? Like it's like Draco and Hermione.
That makes sense to me. Like a true fan fiction makes sense. The one that you mentioned earlier where they're like, call it a fan fiction, makes no sense to me. Like I don't get it. If you're changing everything about...
I think it's a different avenue. It's like they're on a tree and that's a different branch.
I think it's a way for people to like think about a book series that you wish went a different way.
Yeah,
but
that's what it was for
that's
me.
What it is.
That's why I felt like I would used to read like Phantom of the Opera fan fictions. Because I don't like that she ended up with Rao. I want her to end up with the Phantom.
If I'm sitting there and it's like the same character names, right? And I'm like, oh, here's
like
the
meant
rest.
to be.
That makes sense. That I understand that totally.
I get that
Never
too,
read one in my life.
But I just don't think about going there.
Now, if I go on a forum and it's like, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are walking through the door.
That's a thing now.
This happened. That I'm like, this is fanfic.
That's a thing now.
Do you think people write those stories?
Yeah, they do.
They're writing it now.
They do.
We should read one.
No.
Somebody actually asked about the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
No.
It's not bookish, but I do want to say I'm just the only thing I'm sick of is seeing it when I'm trying to watch football. And people think like as a woman I'm not into sports or into football. I am just such a hardcore football fan. I'm in a fantasy league. I fucking love all aspects of football. I know every fucking rule, every position. I know all the players that I need to know for fantasy. And sometimes I like watching, you know, a game that's not the Giants because the Giants fucking suck. And I'll flip on the channel and it's just fucking Taylor Swift. I'm like, okay, it's a nice break from hearing about Patrick Mahomes, but Jesus Christ, like, do we need to cut to her every single time?
I feel like it's gonna turn into what we saw with hockey.
What was hockey? Carrie Underwood?
No, what?
No, with like
the surgence of all these hockey romances. It was a very big thing a couple months ago.
Yeah,
and then it had its fallout after that.
If somebody's not writing a pop star football romance, they're
doing it now. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so I feel like this is starting the next wave.
But as far as like them together, that's how we feel. Like,
but
I just wish I would see less of it. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see the books that are coming from this.
You really think there's going to be?
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
If it hasn't been written, it's getting written now.
Be written.
It's going to.
Yeah. It's easy.
It's going to be called like Swiftly some bullshit with
Falling
football.
Swiftly.
Falling Swiftly.
But yeah, I'm not a fan of fanfic. I have no intention of ever reading it. I will never read Manacled.
I'm reading it now.
What is Manigold?
Yes.
What is that?
It's the Hermione.
It's the Hermione Draco fanfic. Is
it actually them?
Yes.
Like
so
their names?
I talked about it on the Discord because the folks on Discord were I saw one bookstagrammer talk. It's book talker or booktuber talk about it. And I go, if it's at that point where it's now has a Goodreads page, yeah, I want to see.
Man of Gold?
No, Manacled. Like manacles. Yeah, that.
Just put it on my want to read.
It's long as fuck.
Really?
So I
where
found
are you
a way,
reading it?
I got it on my Kindle. So there's a way to like download things. I've learned so many things. So essentially I downloaded it from AO3.
Okay.
Right? Into a PDF form. I can then take that PDF and email it to my Kindle email. And it pops
you
up
have
on my
a Kindle email?
Yeah, your Kindle has an email.
Every Kindle has
I
an
didn't
email.
know
And
that.
your phone Kindle and your Kindle have two different emails. So be careful which one you choose. I chose my phone one by accident.
Like 40,000 reviews.
Yeah, it's gone viral.
It's viral.
Oh, I've never heard of this.
So I'm only
but
maybe
it's long,
10% in.
Maybe I will read
fucking
fanfiction.
long.
How do you get away with that though? Because you're using.
Here is how you get away with it, right? So you are not allowed to bind it and sell it.
Oh,
so I'm not buying
the only way
that's it. That's what it is.
Nobody is making profit off.
You can't make profit
whatsoever.
off
So you could write whatever you want.
You can write whatever you want, but you just can't make a profit. So what happens is people want this book as like a book, right? They want it bound. You can't. What they do is they do giveaways. They do like fundraising events.
Oh, I don't know about that kind of part of it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of very like touchy parts.
That's
in this
different. I don't know how I feel about that.
Binding.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about
binding
that.
it.
Like I feel like I could take a fan fiction
People
I
have
like
gotten
and
in a lot of
bind it
trouble.
myself. Sure.
Right.
But the minute the
some people
author
but not the author. It's other people binding.
creating
it.
like
yes, people.
that's
who do bindings.
weird.
Yeah.
No, because then they're using someone else's work and then still making a profit off of it.
Exactly.
That's not
so
good.
it's like this whole because authors don't usually. They're not like you know how some people like bind books.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So it's like this whole thing of like people who bind books wanting to be able to give it to people.
It's so
but you can't.
That's weird. I don't know if I like that.
I always wondered
it's
that.
It's a weird like middle ground of stuff because like
you can't control what other people are gonna do.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a weird
I don't know.
loophole.
It's weird.
It's a weird loophole that it doesn't keep the author in trouble of it, but then they are still like associated with it.
I don't know.
But anyway, Sophia, my coworker,
I'm gonna read
turned
this.
really good friend, is a big Harry Potter fan.
Yeah,
like huge.
I love Harry Potter.
So we talked about it.
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm gonna read. She goes, I think I'm gonna read it too.
I think I might too now.
But it's already kind of heavy from the start.
Really?
Yeah. This is why I don't think this is the right fan fiction for you to go into
it.
it.
Thank you for letting me know.
Because I can't tell you I'm enjoying it. Like, I haven't sat there and be like, oh, I gotta read Manacle today.
Yeah.
But I'm interested into why this has become such
that's the thing.
a viral moment.
It's interesting.
Too many. Too many.
It's wild that like people will sit down.
I wish I could tell you, because so you guys know I'm not a fast reader.
876.
Yeah. It's wild that somebody sat down and wrote all of that just because they wanted to. You're not getting anything out of it. But that was someone's hobby.
That was someone's joy.
That's the coolest thing, though. If you think about it, like somebody.
It's like
really
when I used to edit my videos.
We all used to just write for fun as kids. Like,
yes.
Me and my cousin would
the
do
shit I would write. Oh my god.
We would make comic books. We would do all this. Like, I feel like that's a lost art. Now everybody wants to profit, which I don't blame them. We should be profiting off our work.
But here's what I'm saying. This is where I'm always like my harp of turn your hobby into your career,
and then it's no longer your hobby.
I can't be behind that anymore as someone who's turned their hobby into their career, because now I don't get to have those pleasures outside of my job.
It just ruins the magic.
It ruins the magic, and it ruins what would bring you joy outside of your job.
I agree.
And if now your creativity becomes their reason to live, now your creativity has a monetary value behind it.
That's true.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, continue.
5-star reads.
5-star reads.
I can give you
right there. Iron Prince.
Iron Prince.
I would lift it, but the table needs it for security.
And that's coming from somebody who said they could absolutely cut 500 pages out of this book and I would still be just as good. But yeah, Iron Prince.
I like how everyone's reading it.
New book's out now.
Yeah, is it out?
Yeah, it came out on Halloween.
Okay. I don't have that many. Well, actually, I have quite a few 5 stars now that we're thinking.
You guys are next. You got to read the Iron Prince.
No, damn.
Oh, we got 3 months. Oh my God, we have 3 months for you guys to read Iron Prince. This is perfect.
Okay.
This is it.
She still hasn't read fucking Dark Tower series.
I don't give a fuck about Dark Tower anymore. Y'all are reading Iron Prince.
Okay. The biggest ones I'll say.
I'm gonna put it in the Discord.
Phantom by Susan Kay is one of my all-time favorites. I've read it several times. Jane Eyre is one of my favorite classics. Agatara, I guess. I should go back and see if I would still give it 5 stars. Everything else is fine. The One was a good thriller. That's a 5-star.
Oh, I still
One Day in December. I read that every December, so I like that.
You always bring that one up. You bring that one up a lot.
Yeah, but you would not like it.
Is it romance, right?
Yeah, it's a romance.
Comfy.
Elizabeth Acevedo. I love all her books. I need to read her newest one. Yeah, those are the ones I would mention because a lot of other ones. Project Hail Mary. Oh my God, instant 5-star.
What was the one that we read? The thriller.
Oh, Part of Your World. Oh, that's my latest one. Oh. I loved it so much.
What was the thriller we read where it wasn't an island?
The Troop.
No, it was the one that I brought up right.
That was a 5-star for me.
What was it called?
Oh my God, it's killing me.
Stillwater?
Stillhouse Lake.
Stillhouse
Lake. That was a 5-star for me. A surprising one. Didn't know I was gonna love that.
That was a good one.
I have a lot of 5 stars, obviously, and I do talk about these a lot, and there's so many mixed 5 stars, but I do a lot of my.
Wait, before you start, does it tell you the number of 5-star books you have?
No.
I probably could look at it. So my most recent 5 stars have been Zoe Draven. She is a like sci-fi fantasy romance writer.
I fucking knew
Isn't that
it.
wild that
I knew it was going to be alien.
So it is aliens.
I know,
but it reads like a fantasy. Like it is not on Earth, but it is in space.
But it
feels
like
it's a fantasy. It feels like it's just like Middle Earth or like
got it.
You know what I mean? Like
so
she has the Horde Kings series. There's like
Horde Kings.
Horde King. HOARDE.
Which is cool. There's a couple of different series. There's another one where like the aliens are like vampire type species.
Interesting.
So it feels like a vampire book.
I understand you.
I don't think we're
but it's alien vampires.
Can you explain how that works to me?
Like you just don't think of them as aliens. Like they just feel like vampires.
Do they look more like aliens or humans?
What's an alien look like?
I don't know.
See, when I picture aliens, I'm picturing like blobby creatures.
Well, that's what your perception is.
My like 5-star read like series is always gonna be Guild Hunter by Nalini Singh. I love every fucking book. Hidden Legacy by Ilona Andrews, another like 5-star. Immortals After Dark. There's a lot of those that I have as 5 stars.
Some that we've heard before.
I really like Christina Lauren's Beautiful Player. That's like another, and I like that as
there's a Beautiful Liar or Beautiful Player?
Beautiful Player specifically. That's the book 3, and I like it as the audiobook. Let me see. There's a couple of other ones that I really like.
The way she just keeps scrolling and it's more 5 stars.
Mine.
I love Suzanne Wright.
You do love Suzanne Wright.
A lot of those as 5 stars. What else do I have here?
I got some when you're done.
I love Melanie Harlow. The Bellamy Creek series. The first book is Drive Me Wild. Love that.
Did that one become a movie?
No, that's Wait for Me.
Okay.
Amy
Got
Dawes.
it.
Which I also love hers. I love Lucy Score. I
need to read Lucy Score.
5-star Lucy Score books. A lot of people did not like the terms and conditions that the Dreamland Billionaire series.
I've never heard of this.
The fine print.
Oh,
yeah.
the covers look different. The ones I keep seeing.
I really like Serpent in the
Wings of
Night. That series.
Oh, I liked that too a lot.
That was a recent 5-star
another one of my big time 5-star is Colette Rhodes, the Luxuria Shades of Sin series.
Is that the monster romance one?
That's the monster romance, and it's it's such a light little introduction into monster romances. It's a cutesy type thing.
Well, we should have started off with instead of Creature Cafe.
Yeah, definitely.
I love diving in.
Let me see. I really like Nicole Snow books. They're longer, so if it's tough to give her as you should read this book because her books are 550 pages.
Yeah.
For a romance?
For a romance.
Yikes.
And I love them, and
Are
I
they
know that I
slow?
like them.
What
Not
the
really.
fuck are you
It's just
talking about for that long?
I know, but it's just
Mariana
there's a lot
Zapata
of
does it 500 page books.
there's a lot of back and forth tension and
any pirate books in there or what?
I don't really read pirates.
I'm reading Sea of Ruin.
Ooh. My most recent 5-star romance that I read was Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. It is so fucking cute.
Everyone on Discord was going crazy over it.
I listened to it. I loved
Y'all should be in the Discord more.
I thought that I was.
I know,
I only look
not.
at 4 channels though.
Yeah, the ones
Jeannie
that are-
Frost. Jeannie Frost. A lot of her books I give 5 stars.
You talk about her a lot.
You're
Jeannie Frost's #1 fan.
Literally.
And Suzanne Wright.
And Suzanne Wright.
You should go get
And Cressley Cole.
And Lucy Score.
Lucy Score.
Those are my main ones.
I love that we listen enough to know.
Yeah.
We haven't read any of them.
Let me see.
Wait,
it's really hard for me to get 5-star status is really hard.
Really?
I need to leave the book being holy shit.
Is this where we talk about what constitutes a 5-star?
Yeah.
Go yours.
This
go
is
yours.
the problem now that you brought this up is I'm going back at some of the ones that I marked 5-star
And you're
a long time ago, and I'm like, no.
I don't know. That's an alien vampire.
Oh, he's hot. That doesn't give me alien vampire vibes though.
That gives me gargoyle vibes.
Gargoyle.
I don't know.
That's what the gargoyle should
I'm
look
looking at the cover of Craving in His Blood by Zoe Draven.
I have Project Hail Mary as a 5-star.
So did I.
Did we love that one?
We
adored that one.
Yeah.
Love The Institute, obviously, Stephen King. Daisy Jones and the Six. I really enjoyed it as an audiobook. Don't think I would have liked that as much. I have both the Traitor Queen, The Bridge Kingdom. I have both Bridge Kingdom books by Daniel L. Jensen. Stillhouse Lake, which we mentioned, by Rachel Kane. I have the Bargainer books on here, which was a real surprise for me. Loved Laura Thalassa's Rhapsodic and A Strange Hymn.
I have those too.
The Hike by Drew Magary, or however you say his last name, was one of my favorites. Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes was always a top for me. See, I have ACOTAR on here. If I read those now, I probably don't think I'd.
I want to reread ACOTAR, but I'm afraid
this one
of not
surprises
liking
me. I read a book called The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken a while back.
Didn't that become a movie?
It did, but it's a young adult. And I think at the time that I read it, it was what I needed to read at that time, something just mindless. I think if I read it now, I wouldn't.
Then don't ever.
There's
read
a
again.
couple of books on this 5-star list that I'm I don't know if I read it today if I would give it 5 stars.
And that's why ratings are so subjective.
My most recent one, Mistborn, and I probably would like the second book even better. So
I hear it's good.
I want to reread a couple of these, but I'm also
I don't want to ruin the magic.
Yeah,
because when we reread what is it, Mortal
Instruments,
I was like, damn, this sucks, and I was like, fuck, I had such a good time reading it. Or
I think the only books I tend to reread are the ones it's Once Upon One Day in December. I reread that every December. I think last year I didn't do it, but the Kiss Quotient I reread often.
So I guess what qualifies
I've read a couple times.
Is it rereadability?
Yeah, and that is
that's part of my 4-star rating. So the difference between my 3 and 4 is would I reread this?
See, for me, it's between my 4 and 5s. I don't think I reread a 4. I reread a 5.
See, I reread a lot of books. That's why.
So what makes a 5-star
for me? I genuinely think it's vibes, and I know that sounds
1,000. I think that's the 100%. End all be all.
Again, I hate that that's not. Like,
you can't explain
sometimes I finish a book and I'm like, it was great. Like, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I would recommend it. But I'm just like, I don't know if it's a 5.
Sometimes I don't know why I hate a book. I'll finish it and I'm like, I don't have a tangible
honestly,
reason.
I feel like that's how I feel with Divine Rivals right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure something could have, I think it's just me. My vibes were off for that book.
And that's how it is sometimes.
That's fine.
That's just
I cannot like a book and you can love the book. It's totally
That's how I feel about movies. I mentioned Mortal Engines and I was like, this is a great movie. I just looked on Rotten Tomatoes. It's got like 29%. So we'll see.
Well, listen, a lot of movies that I love, Rotten Tomatoes tends to not like. And I'm like, why do I listen to Tomatoes?
Literally, why do I listen to Tomatoes?
Well, didn't you see Tomatoes is
didn't they get in trouble because they got someone's been paying for them?
Oh, that's a great little conversation if we want to have that quickly. Paying for reviews.
Ooh, review. Yeah.
Oh,
do people do that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. On Goodreads?
No,
I don't know.
On the socials.
On the socials.
I feel like the reviews you see on people's books aren't always factual.
I don't understand, and this might be pretty hot take for anybody who does get money for it.
We don't.
I don't understand the difference between a paid promotion and a book review.
Are you required to say good things about it?
If you've already read the book, right? And you go on the internet and you say you're getting paid to do this, to promote this book.
Sure.
Which I would assume if you are getting paid to promote a book, you've read it.
Sure.
Let's make that assumption.
Well, the author's got to be pretty confident to pay you to have a good
me as a creator, I don't think I would ever receive money in like saying that you should read a book unless I know what the book is and I've read it.
Okay.
Right.
So you're saying that these people should be only reading the book before they get any kind of money.
I think it's unethical to promote something you don't know what's in. Like
right.
You should
but
be reading it.
I don't think I've seen reviews that are paid
but then the question is, what is the difference between a paid promotion of a book and a paid review?
Oh.
What is the difference?
Okay.
Hey, this book was great. I think you should read it. Check out this book. How is that not a review? I know it's not a formal, it's not a formal review, but I would write that on Goodreads. That's a review.
Right.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
Are we having a problem with this? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of creators that they're like, no, I do paid promotions. It's like, no, you're getting a paid review. That's a paid review.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
you're getting on a platform saying, I read this book and it's great.
You know what it is? I think they don't want to associate their good review with being paid.
Right.
No, I know that.
They want you to believe it.
I feel like I wasn't following.
No, they just don't. It is the same thing.
Yeah.
A paid promotion is solely to sell a book, where a paid review is to offer opinion on something, maybe.
Yeah, but why would you
pay for a review?
Like
why would you pay for a promotion?
Because people are talking about your book.
Or no, why would you accept a paid promotion if you don't like the book?
Because you're getting money.
Money.
What do you mean?
How does it relate into like the film world? Like critics. Do critics get paid to go see films?
Yeah, some of them.
So what's the difference in that?
No, they
would
don't
that
get
be
paid.
considered paid promotion?
Some critics get paid. Some people
I think
that's
some
their
critics,
job.
Yeah, it's their whole job.
It's their job to write the review, whether it's good or bad.
But there's a whole like film analysis degree that you can get so that you can go and critique films as a job and make money off of it.
Yeah,
so
but
then
you
is that
get
a
paid,
review?
You get paid for your review, not for a good review.
So I'm saying
it
the
circles
good
back to what you're saying.
is what I think makes the biggest
difference.
thing here.
Yeah.
You can get paid for a review, but if your review is always good, and you happen to be getting paid for it, that's where I think you and I have to have a conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would hope that you are seeing this book first, like Legends and Lattes.
Yeah.
I read that first. Then I could be like, I love this book so much. I would love to work with this author to get their work out there to the masses.
Sense.
That I'm okay with.
Yeah.
See, like, I think paid promotion should be you not knowing the book, you not reading the book.
Like separate?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It should be like, I'm excited to read this book.
Okay.
Blah, blah. Okay. Like, that's what
that's
I think
on my TBR for this month.
Yes.
I'm so excited to see this.
Got it.
That happens every month no matter what.
Following.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we are also in a weird space. Not weird space, but it's been a space we're in for so long is the influencer space. and how now
dicey.
every person is considered a salesperson
it's
now.
Dicey.
And I kind of miss the days.
Even when we say like a really bad, even when we do a bad review, like sometimes people are like, I'm gonna go read this now.
I hope you do.
And it's like, damn, I wish we got paid for this shit.
No, I don't want to. Don't even ask me. Don't even ask me. I don't even want to get paid.
I don't like the
we do it without even
I don't like the rhetoric that people are like, I am doing this unpaid work for authors. And it's like,
you're just talking about
you are doing a fucking hobby.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, I'm sorry,
but
it's
again,
a fucking hobby.
Again, we are drilled to turn your hobby into a career.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't have to get paid for everything.
They are told from infancy, if you like it that much, do it as a job so you never work a day in your life.
I hate this term unpaid labor.
For the record, like anytime an author comes to us or like somebody that we don't know, they're like, can you talk about my book on this? And like,
I say no every single time.
We always say no.
Every single time I say
no matter what they're
offering,
because it's disingenuous to us. Like, I'm not going to talk about, if you're asking me to do it, like, I'm going to have a different view. I'm going to feel like, even if you're not asking us to be like kind, I'm going to feel like I have to be because I know you're going to listen to it. I know it's going to, you know what I mean? So,
I know we definitely like still share things at no cost to you on our stories and stuff. We do not mind doing that.
If you have a book that you want to promote in any capacity, you send it over via DM, you send me the collateral, you send me the post, the picture, the link, whatever verbiage you want me to do.
I'm talking about the emails we get from people who have never seen our podcast a day in their life that are saying, I work for this author, can they be on your thing? And it's like, name one fucking thing in our show that you even know about. They don't
watch us.
They just want their stuff out there, and like, more power to them.
I get it. They have to do cold calls. It's part of the job.
More power to you.
Just so you know, we're not putting you on.
But that's not something we do ever.
And again, like, I think it comes back to like the influencer
unless it's like an author you love. Like, we had that author that you liked on our podcast. That was really fun. Like,
I had a relationship with her. And we talked, and like, there was more than just that. But I really, really hate the like influencer lifestyle of like, you know what I mean? Like, just like promoting shit to promote shit. Like, it feels so disingenuous.
Use my code.
Use my code type shit. It's just so disingenuous.
Everybody feels like they have to. Yeah, like, I hate it.
I hate that people can make money off this shit now. Like, it's just gross to me. I know. I don't like it.
Meanwhile,
I don't like this entire industry.
We're network that makes. We have read ads for BetterHelp.
No, but podcasting is like part of.
We are hypocrites.
No, it's not. We're part of the broadcast industry.
Where I think it's different is
we are.
Where I do think it's different is like level.
You
like,
know what
if I have my cell phone, right, and I'm filming a TikTok and I'm just going, hey guys, today I'm eating this. It's like a day in my life or something. Yeah. Things I'm doing anyway is so different than having to read 5 books, edit all of this content, set this up, and put all this money into it. Is a lot different than like holding up a phone and being like, I deserve to get paid because I showed you how I made my salad today. Like, I think that's a lot different.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying.
Oh boy, we're starting wars.
I'm ready.
Shots have been fired.
Well, I do think
all
there's
podcasts,
a difference. People that are putting in effort like creatively when it comes down to editing and like YouTubers and stuff. I think people like that 100% deserve if that's their lifestyle and like they're making.
I think the editing as a whole deserves. Like,
I think that the world we live in now, where we glorified the influencer, has bit us in the ass.
It's a problem.
I just don't understand.
Every person wants to be TikTok famous.
Yep. I don't get who's watching Alex Earl. Like, I'm not.
Who is Alex Earl?
She's like the most famous one right now. She's got
clearly not.
She got clearly not. She has like 10 million followers.
I'm so happy. I'm not like in everyday
how do these
things.
people have 10 million followers and like still nobody knows who the fuck they are?
Yeah, that's
like
there's
so many of them.
Like, it's oversaturated. I mean, like, there's people on TikTok like Sniper Wolf. What I'm saying, like, they have like 14 million.
I had never heard of Sniper Wolf.
And you guys are like, who is that? And it literally,
I had never heard about it until I saw the one drama channel about it.
It's like it's girls like Alex Earl, who's just like, she's just like a kind of hot blonde chick that just graduated to like college and does like Get Ready With Me.
These little kids, man.
Those other like Kardashian girls that are famous
that have their own Hulu show now.
D'Amelio.
Yeah. Like, what do they do? Why?
She danced really well one day.
It's wild.
I just don't understand. Like, Well, now,
I mean,
like,
good for them.
I just don't
But that
understand
makes us sound
how.
like little shitty millennials. Like,
know.
you don't even like the Gen Z. And it's like,
You're right.
We're fine. You're fine.
Well, to be fair, the D'Amelias are in hot water right now because they just went to Walmart and took pictures of them pretending to work. And people are like, why is this a fucking joke to you? This is like a real life. I hate that shit.
Well,
they're
didn't
so
Paris Hilton do that too? Paris Hilton had a whole show.
So disconnected from
Well,
reality.
that was back in the fucking early 2000s.
That's still the same premise. It's still the same thing.
But it was like, it was entertainment TV.
Yeah, it was a reality show, so they're making money.
But
off of it.
again, I circle back to like reality TV being very unethical.
Yeah, it's all
right.
bad.
So I'm saying there's no difference.
Where is the world going, guys?
To hell.
I just don't know.
I want them to ban TikTok.
What's left?
You said it again. Before
I
you
want them to
backtrack
ban.
that.
I want to ban TikTok.
Really?
I do.
Just delete it.
Just
my
delete
love.
it.
No, I think the
Ban
world
it
would
from
be
your
better.
household.
No, I think the world would be better
We're fucked
without
at this point.
TikTok.
Without any
We're
social
fucked.
media.
We're fucked.
I keep Instagram.
No,
I'm fine.
get
with
rid of that
Instagram.
too. What's the next question? We're next.
Last
topic.
one.
AI.
Oh, let's end on AI.
Oh, AI. Yes, we were going to talk about this.
Okay.
I think there's like 8 different sides to this, though.
There's a lot of stuff that's going on with AI, and some of it's really scary, and some of it's very Terminator esque.
We need to separate what types of AI, because AI has been around for a minute.
I do feel like we don't know. I feel like the
It's a lot of
common
different
person
types of-
doesn't
yeah.
know
Enough
all
about AI.
things of AI. Like we've
That's
had
what I'm
AI
saying.
since the beginning of our.
We need to separate what we're talking about.
The thing that I don't like about AI is that it takes work from people that have already established work, and that's what feeds it and makes know what I mean?
Some of
Like,
it.
Some
yes,
of it, yes.
But I think some of it is so helpful and useful.
Copyrighted work, right?
Yeah.
You should not be
That's
like
different.
AI should not be able to like eat something that you have created without your permission
and regurgitate out.
and
something else.
regurgitate out for
I agree with
somebody
that.
else.
I agree with that.
That should not be allowed.
I think the art side of AI is where all of the problems lie.
Yes.
And the copyright, I
Yes.
totally am on board with that. There's another side to AI that I think people don't see, where it's truly helping, whether it's in the medical field or in even my career. Like there's like some things that I've done with AI that have saved me like hours of work. And I think like that part of AI is super important because it allows us to take on more.
As long as it stays as a tool that won't be used.
Yeah,
to
it needs to be.
replace-
It needs to be a tool
workers
and
later.
not like.
But
a
I think
replacement.
AI is always going to need humans. Too.
I hope so.
I hope
think so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I don't see a world where
That's the fear in it. Like when
see,
all
that's
this,
all dystopian.
when all this, yes, but
sci-fi.
unfortunately, dystopian is a possibility. It could happen.
They have to think about it. The government has to make rules. They can't just let AI be the internet and let it run wild.
I just don't
because
think it
now
will.
we are where we are on the internet, and it's because the government
I
works
feel like there should be
fucking
some
30
regulations.
years too slow.
Yes.
and there needs to be regulations put
I
in
think so
place.
too.
Yeah.
You should not be able to use other people's art and use other people's
I agree.
copyrighted work
I agree.
to create something for yourself.
I think
That
we
should
could
be illegal.
I can't imagine a world where somebody else wouldn't fucking agree with that. That it's
What?
wrong.
Those who are using AI to create
I
their own
mean,
works and make money would agree
that's
to
so-
with you.
that's
there is like a little dicey part right now, right? A lot of fan art is generated with like Midjourney and those like Procreate, all those, and like these people obviously they generate the image and
I
then
almost broke my toe twice.
it's okay. They
doesn't matter.
generate they generate the image and then they like edit it and they do some
Is that how they do
photoshopping.
it?
Yeah, they do some photoshopping to it. They smooth it
I
out.
thought
they
they
make
were.
it.
I thought they were
No, but
drawing
it's still,
all this.
It's still getting that image.
Photoshop has a new feature where
The AI
you can
generative
fill
AI,
it with
yep.
just pressing one button.
So
It's
the
crazy.
other portion of this is that some of these people don't make a profit off of it.
Yeah.
So it's just an online Instagram where they're getting followers.
Now consider this. You're a graphic artist who makes thumbnails for YouTube. Okay. So most of your day, you have a whole bunch of other shit that you need to do as a graphics artist, but one small part of your job is to make thumbnails for YouTube. You spend 8 hours painting in an image so that it fills the frame of what YouTube requires. Now with this new button for AI, generative fill, you push this one button, you say, fill this in with like the blue or the rest of the background, does it for you, and you say, great, I saved 8 hours today doing this work. Now
But
I can
there's
work on this
tons of-
bigger project.
But like that's stock images,
yeah, it's
right?
the
Like
same
that's the
shit.
same idea as stock.
But
stock.
it's saving you time of having to do.
And I
it.
agree
my
with
hope
that.
is that Photoshop is taking it from their own stock library that they've paid licenses
I
for.
think that it is.
yes.
So that's
But
I
it's
would
also,
assume.
but it's also
but we're
not,
talking about those who are
No,
like
totally.
third party.
totally. I
That
just want,
the
I just want-
Midjourneys, the Procreates, like all of those tools. So like now they're built. So I'm talking about specifically for like
that's what I'm saying. I just think
the
we need to
Bookstagram,
separate
right?
it. Yeah.
So like they're getting this off Midjourney. They're doing like an edit to smooth everything out. They're getting a following. They're not making a profit off it. They're not selling.
See, if you're not making a profit, is that the difference?
What is the monetary value of a following? What's the monetary value of 100,000 followers?
Oh, you're saying like it's somebody who has
so
a ton
now
of followers with
you've
all
built
of
a following off of other people's work.
Right.
Without
let's say that
no
you
credit
stop.
is the problem.
Let's say you stop doing it altogether, and then you start a new business of creating your own art. You have 100,000 followers that you built off the back of somebody
that's wild.
else.
That's insane.
So how does that? You know what I mean? Now you might not be making money off it now, but you might make money off it in 5 years.
I don't think anybody should make money or like become successful in any way based off of other people's work
without
100%.
credit.
Yeah, without credit. I don't think that's right.
But you have all of these unchecked safeguards or like unchecked like safety measures that none of the
and I don't see a way that you can fix that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
without destroying all social media.
But then I have other people at the job like
I don't know.
using like ChatGPT. I know people use that.
I use ChatGPT. I use AI all the time.
I know there's people that are using it to like come up with codes to like create software.
Really?
There's
No,
people
so,
that are
like,
using it for like descriptions or like
I literally have to
I
like
haven't used it.
I need
bit.
to I need to code a SQL like sequence, right? Of like how to pull a report or something.
Yeah.
And I can do that, and my report is now going to run 2 hours faster because they've like AI has given me a better sequencing like description for me to plug into my report.
See, that's the
gonna
point.
make it quicker for
That's
me.
the point where I'm trying to make is that AI has become so villainized because there is a section of it that is really bad, especially art.
It's the art. It's the art.
I think there's
world.
even other aspects of it that are not great.
Well, okay. What about writing a book?
Exactly.
AI books.
Exactly. But I do think like it's villainizing. It's making, sorry, Dad, but it's making the boomers freak the fuck out. I mean, I have my dad texting me all the time saying
About
AI is
AI.
taking over. AI is doing this. AI is doing. It's like you don't know anything about it. Chill.
They're just being told
Relax.
about it. He's
Yeah,
not-
you know?
he
It's-
sees one headline and doesn't go further.
But that's the problem, I think, with these conversations. They need to be separated. They need to be talked about in a different
And it
way.
needs to be
people need to do the due diligence
specified.
and research it all, but they're not gonna.
Yeah.
So the there's a book that went kind of viral. It's called How Does It Feel, I think. And there is a rumor that it was generated entirely by AI.
That's
like
so
it was written
fucked.
by AI.
How do you find out?
I don't know.
Because I know that teachers are getting tools now to find out when kids are writing reports via ChatGPT or other things. There's like a way for them to know. So I'm wondering if there's going to end up being an AI tool to detect AI. That's what's going to happen, which will be good.
I understand the worry about the propaganda side of it all and what like manipulations can happen
when
through AI videos, through terrible things, and that can just spark.
There's some really bad sides of AI.
It's
really
scary,
bad,
and it's
scary,
like,
scary stuff.
You know, like when you
For
think
sure.
about Bard,
And
right?
I don't want to like say that I'm not thinking about because I do. I think about it a lot.
When we think about like something like Bard, right? Bard is basically ChatGPT, but it searches the internet. That's
Never heard of it.
That's Google's version of ChatGPT, but it searches for you.
Yeah.
So now you're getting search engine results through an AI tool, and it's like now you're removing the ability to search through things.
Wow.
And so now you're
search
fed
through
whatever
articles.
it wants
You're
to
being
give you.
fed whatever it wants to give you.
So scary.
So that's
when I'm like, all right,
scary.
boomers, I understand now. I get why you're scared. Okay, so Books and Betches. Listen, we're going on a hiatus.
We're going on a trip. And
You know what we do. You know by now, at the end of the year, we go into hibernation. When we collect our
hibernate.
nuts. we're storing our nuts, and we come back stronger than ever.
No, we don't.
So during this
Sure.
3-month hiatus, the girls are going to read Iron Prince, which will be great.
Are we doing the second Crescent City book?
That's what I thought we were
Or
gonna do.
third? Sorry, third.
Second, because we haven't done the second yet.
What the fuck?
Oh, second.
Yeah.
Let me have one.
Oh.
Let me have one thing.
Okay, we can do Iron Prince and Crescent City too.
Well, you're not gonna read Iron Prince again.
She's
I
reading
am
it now.
currently rereading it right now.
She's reading it right now.
All right, so you'll have another book to read.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We hope
We'll see you in February.
We hope you have a great New Year. Let us know what you have plans for Christmas or New Year if you celebrate. We love you so much. Be safe, make good choices, but most importantly, have fun. And we'll see you next year. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.